This is insane. A former Bungie community manager has claimed that Bungie wanted Lightfall to fail. This is in response to a viral trending post that was talking about it is Lightfall's 2-year anniversary since its launch into Destiny 2. Obviously, one of the most poorly received expansions in Destiny's history. Maybe the only worse one than that is the Curse of Osiris, but they're both comparable in terms of how bad they were received and how poorly they performed for Bungie. In response to Lightfall's 2-year anniversary, the former community manager, Hippie, said this: "Sucks that leadership wanted it to fail." Lightfall, they're claiming that leadership wanted it to fail. "There were so many elements of Lightfall that could have been monumental had the teams been properly supported. Still proud of everyone a part of it. Swinging around like a manic Titan Superman is still S tier." They're talking about Strand and how you can, grapple and fly around, which I still do think is one of the coolest movement options inside Destiny 2. Now, Bungie wanting it to fail is such a wild claim that I figured we need to bring a video to break this down just a little bit, because there's two sides to this, right? The first side is obviously Bungie didn't want it to fail in terms of logistics. We can see here I have a secondary article brought up where they missed their revenue marks by 45%, right? So what they were projected to make wasn't unreasonable, but they missed it by 45%. That's how bad Lightfall did. And obviously the revenue projections have been on a decline since then. Aside from Final Shape, I think that did well. But Lightfall did that terrible. 45% miss on their revenue marks, which obviously was part of the reasons why we had so many layoffs, subsequent layoffs due to that, right? So obviously they didn't want it to fail in regards to that. They were projecting it to be more successful. And obviously we know that Pete Parsons really likes cars. So, if it had done better, he'd probably have a few more to add to the collection. So that aside, why would they say that leadership wanted to fail? Well, their claim more is that Bungie didn't really support them and various different team members while they were in the studio for all the different things that they wanted to create, like player housing. Like you could go to the tower and you'd have like your own little apartment in the tower, kind of like how Eris has her own apartment, right? They wanted features like that, and those features weren't supported. So that's why they kind of put it as leadership wanted it to fail, which I still think is kind of a crazy claim, though. I do feel like there's a hint of Hippie not appreciating being laid off and, kind of being a little bit bitter about it towards Bungie. But does Bungie deserve the criticism? Sure, of course. Obviously, those layoffs were a bit excessive, especially given how many there were and back-to-back layoffs and the success of Final Shape and everything else. So I think that there's a reason why they're a little bit bitter about it, but I wanted to bring a video letting you know that this was actually a thing that just recently came up, a big conversation. Obviously, it got 1,200 likes, so a lot of people were buzzing about this on Twitter, that the leadership of Destiny 2 wanted Lightfall to fail, which is a crazy claim. What do you think about this down in the comment section below? Let me know, and make sure to subscribe and smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.